All right, we are back. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. This week, there were 7 trailers for... we're started with movies and series. This week, there were 7 trailers, and we do 5 of each. So that really brought it down. And then one of them I couldn't do, so basically it was actually 6. So this week, I don't know how things are going to go with the movies and series. But have you... So don't say the name, because that's a spoiler. The people on Twitch haven't seen this yet. Seen what it is yet. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay. I haven't heard of it either. It looks like... So it's going to be a drama of some sort. It's just what it looks like. So let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for... The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack.
You want me to say it?
No, I'm saying it. May, December.
Okay.
No. Okay, sorry. This is Amber's first time. Okay, so look, watch. Just watch. Okay, so are you watching the YouTube screen where you can see the video, or are you watching me up here?
I'm watching the screen. I see it.
Okay, but do you see me?
Yeah.
You see this? Okay, so watch this. This is what the Twitch people see. They see this, and then I go, we're watching the trailer for... And then I say the name of the thing. May, December. You see what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. May, December. Official trailer, Netflix. It's coming at us from Netflix. We are going to like the video. By the way, how do you tell your brother that you don't watch his YouTube videos without telling him you don't watch his YouTube videos? Okay. From acclaimed director Todd Haynes, May, December is masterful, spellbinding, a wicked complex delight, starring Natalie Portman, Julianne Moore, and Charles Melton. I don't know who Charles Melton is. Let's real quick find out. Good thing that we've got the world. I don't know who that is. Why would you even mention his name? Because he doesn't look famous. I'm just kidding.
I don't know where he's from, though.
The Sun is also a star. Riverdale, May, December. Bad Boys for Life. Heart.
I haven't seen any of those either. Bad Boys, but
he's probably a smart.
I don't recognize.
Yeah. I don't mean to bash on the guy. I'm just being flamboyant for the stream here. Okay, so May, December.
Heard of Natalie Portman, though.
Yep, got her. Yeah, May, December in select theaters, November, and on Netflix, May, December in select theaters, November, and on Netflix, December 1st. So, what does this tell me? I'm not watching it until it comes out for free on Netflix on December 1st. Yeah, and I'm not. Again, it might be a really great movie. I haven't heard anything of this before, and I haven't heard anything of this before, and it may be a great movie. It's got Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore, who are great actors. I don't know Charles Melton, but if you're going to tell me that it's coming out in December, in November,
and then in November, I suppose,
and then less than a month later, it's going to be coming out for free on Netflix in December. If I were Netflix, I would have just said in select theaters November. But when they say select theaters, that might be like California Hollywood theaters. You know, like it's probably not going to be in a theater near you. Yeah. But anyway, excuse me.
Plus, some people don't go to the movies, so you gotta know when it's coming out on Netflix right away.
Yeah. But anyway, all right.
Anyway,
let us check this out. So, we have a 2-minute and 37-second trailer. Are you ready?
Ready.
I love my awesome Support the Troops Stormtrooper mug. Do you know where you can get a mug just like this one, but different? Bottega Krua. Bottega Krua is an Italian born and raised artisan trained at the Academy of Fine Arts in Venice, Italy. Since 2010, Bottega Krua has offered unique handmade and hand-painted ceramics, pottery, and other artistic products. You can find these products at her Etsy store by following the link down below. She also takes custom orders, but they may take longer to ship because she has to make them after you order them. So, go check out Bottega Krua to get yourself an awesome mug just like this one or the ones you've been seeing behind me as this ad has been going on. Remember guys, supporting our partners is supporting the pack, the Action Pack. Here we go.
How do you choose your roles?
I want to find a character that's difficult to, on the surface, understand.
Is Natalie Portman playing herself?
Is that what they said? She's playing an
Were they
actress.
born?
It sounds like.
Yeah.
Or were they
Yeah.
made?
Okay.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
You are so sweet. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for doing this. It's so generous.
Well, I want you to tell the story right, don't I? You're taller. You look taller.
Oh
on
my
television,
God!
But we're basically.
Did you see that guy? Oh my God! Do you know who that? Do you know who that is? That's world famous actor Charles Melton.
Right, that's the guy.
That
Learned about.
that everybody's heard of. Who are these two women here? That's what I want
You're
to know.
taller. You look taller on.
Who are these
That's
ladies?
Natalie Portman, right?
No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Television, but we're basically the same size.
Basically the same.
Feels like
What
things
is-
just settled down, and now y'all are making a movie.
It's a very complex and
Oh.
human story.
I think it's hard to trust that you're gonna represent Gracie as she was.
I'm gonna try.
I just realized this was in lower graphical quality.
You came to the pet store looking for a job. It was summer after 6th grade?
Seventh.
Wait, what is this about?
Gonna play me.
When they sent me the script, I thought, here is a woman with a lot more to her than I remember from the tabloids.
It sounds like she's covering the story of this
The
woman.
tabloids.
Oh my God! This is a. Oh man, I can hear myself over your computer.
Okay.
Can you hear everything okay though? Like I don't want to make it too quiet for you.
Yeah, I can hear you, but like the video on the the trailer is a little quiet, so I gotta turn it up.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I understand. So this is a movie about Natalie Portman playing a character in a movie, and the character in the movie is a real person, played by Julianne Moore, and this real person had sex with a high school or middle school boy and had his baby.
Is this based on a true story?
I don't know, but I mean I mean we've heard stories like this before. Like this actually has happened. There was a woman who she raped a kid in high school, because that's what it is. When you're a 15-year-old guy and 15-year-old boy and your 30-year-old teacher has sex with you, that's rape. Okay, so she raped this boy, had his child, like went to prison, had his child. He never talked to her again. Okay. 10 years goes by, she comes after him for child support because he never even knew about the child.
I see it. Yeah, baby born behind bars.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah. So that story though that I just told you, that's a real story that happened recently. That's why I
Sure.
mentioned it. But we've heard stories like this
Right.
before. Is my point. So anyway, okay, let's go. Move forward.
What would make a 36-year-old woman have an affair with a 7th grader?
People, they like see me as a victim. I wanted it.
Booby trap
I
of a
already
movie.
have an idea of what
I'm sorry. Yeah, I missed the last part. Booby trap of a movie. It makes you feel one thing.
I already have.
Then makes you
Wonder if you should be feeling something entirely different.
Okay, I'm gonna look at. I like the premise of dramas that get into certain things, but like if this movie is gonna try to make me sympathetic with a child molester, you know, like I saw Anne Hathaway and Julianne Moore, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. This movie, excuse me, okay, I'm gonna have to bleep this, but if this is about child molestation, this is bull. I'm sorry. Like, if this is a movie where it's like...
Are they going to try to spin it, from the point of the child, like, that they were okay with whatever happened? I mean, at some age, they can't
See-
be held so responsible. There's manipulation involved. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into
12 years old.
psychological, but it sounds like they're gonna pry into some of that.
So 12 to
like,
30. So I didn't remember. Oh, go on.
It sounds like it's gonna be controversial.
Yeah, so 12, I forget, I don't remember. It's been a while since I was in high school, but 7th grader is a 12 to 13-year-old. Okay? And the thing is that it's the same thing as
Younger.
Well, the thing is that it's the same thing as drugs and porn and eating too much and all that stuff. The guy says, I wanted it. Well, a heroin addict wants more heroin, okay? Kids who start watching porn want to watch porn. People who have diabetes are overweight and have diabetes. They want to eat too much. That doesn't make it right, especially when you're under the age, you're not an adult. So you don't even know.
That's what I was. Yeah, he shouldn't be held responsible for those.
Right, but now
for those feelings that were
played
upon.
So my point though is that it psychologically damages people. And now, okay, so at 12 years old, I started having sex with my teacher. Now I'm 20 and we're still together. And I tell you, oh, but I wanted it. It's like, yeah, but you shouldn't have had it. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's
Like,
a waiting period that should have been done there if that was the case.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so
Unfortunately, I think you're right though. There's stories like this. This isn't like a novel concept here. This is
well, I'm going to tell you the truth.
A true occurrence, unfortunately.
Hollywood just got busted a couple years. Yeah, Hollywood just got busted a couple of years ago with Jeffrey Epstein and all these people. Not just Hollywood, basically all the elite status people in America got busted. Okay. For this Epstein sex island, okay? The Boy Scouts have had their big, huge debacle that's been going on for a couple of years, okay? Then we had, and Netflix is really terrible because they had Cuties, which was about a bunch of girls, middle school or younger age girls going out and doing cabaret dancing where they're dressed in sexy clothes, dancing it for adults. And now this movie comes out, and we're only halfway through, so we're gonna continue with the trailer here in a second. But this movie comes out, and so far, this trailer's got an uphill battle for the next minute that we're gonna be watching it, because this is making it look like we should be sympathetic to this couple, where a 36-year-old woman had sex with
It's introducing a concept, though. Like it is. It's introducing. It wants to get you fired up. It wants to make you. Have to consider this other point of view that some people might consider. You don't have to agree with it. But man, if it's not doing a good job to do what it's probably aiming to do already before even finishing the trailer.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm saying I don't. But the thing is that I don't think that this is to get you fired up. I think this is to get you to be sympathetic to these kind of people. And my point is like, this is something. I'm sorry. Like, I'm a Christian. I know that you're. This is Amber is my sister. I know her. So I know you're not a Christian, and that's cool. And I'm nothing bad about that. But I have certain values. Like this is something that I've seen in Hollywood where they do this thing and they try to sexualize children. Everybody agrees that kids, or even if it's not kids, it's like young people. The over sexualization of things in Hollywood. With Cuties was a big point for Netflix. And that's why I said they're bad about it. But the thing is that would we be talking about, they're just trying to share another perspective, okay? If this were a movie where the first minute and 24 seconds of a movie were about a man who prolifically rapes women.
Right. I'm not saying I'm okay with the subject
and the women,
matter. I'm just,
right.
I'm saying there's people out there that are trying to,
No, but I would... No, but I would be okay. No, but I want to be clear. I would be okay with the subject matter of a child molester, okay? I would be okay with that. But this is making it seem like again, if it was a man who has prolifically raped women, and the trailer made it out to be like, well, he's not actually such a bad guy. The things that he did weren't so bad. I just want to, hey, hello, Mr. Serial Rapist. I just want to tell your side of the story because actually it seems like you might not have been the monster that people think you are. Bullcrap. If you're molesting kids or raping people, you shouldn't be, there should be no part of the trailer that makes you sympathize with this. Like this should have.
But then they put in text there. Then makes you wonder if you should be feeling something different. So they're like obviously prying at that.
Yeah, this trailer should have opened up with Natalie Portman starting off with, "You're a disgusting evil animal, and I want to tell your story to make money off of you," or something like, not exactly that, but like basically the subtext, like we should be understanding that nobody likes these people. This should not be. This should be like like we're gonna tell you the story about it, but we want to make it very clear that we believe this is disgusting, and it just doesn't. It's not coming off that way. This is coming off as we're going to tell you the story because we don't think it's disgusting. Is the way the trailers come off so far. Anyway, we got to move forward. This is worth taking the time to talk about. So this is going to be a longer video here over on YouTube, but let's continue on. Okay. Anyway,
An idea of what it must have felt like.
What?
Sneaking around with you. I shouldn't have said that.
wait, what? Okay, I'm sorry.
Already have an idea of what it must have felt like.
What?
One sec. Here we go.
I already have an idea of what it must have felt like.
I already have an idea of what it must have felt like. What? Sneaking around with you as a 12-year-old boy and I'm a 36-year-old woman and we were having sex. Like, come on.
Sneaking around with you. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Why would you want to play someone who you think is a bad person?
It's the moral gray areas that are interesting.
Not a moral gray area. Not a moral gray area.
My last nerve. He's just everywhere I look.
Why can't we talk about it?
Seems
If we're
uncomfortable.
really as in love as we say we are.
Insecure people are very dangerous, aren't they?
You're crazy.
Psychological thriller.
I don't think that this is. I don't think that it's gonna look at it. It's got graphic nudity in it. I don't know. So if you're into graphic nudity,
Definitely not going to watch it in the theater, though.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a psychological thriller. I think it's going to be like it's going to be a character-driven drama about how this woman was mistreated by the newspapers and the media because, see, she's a good person. She's like this terrible child molester who obviously destroyed a part of this kid's life to the point where he doesn't realize that what's happening was wrong, and he then stayed with her. Like,
I almost feel like they're gonna get into that because it sounded like in the trailer that he was questioning something. It sounded like, he wasn't quite okay with. It sounded like he was questioning, like his actions and if it was okay. So
look, I know that people.
I actually think I might watch it.
So I know that people I've been called a conspiracy theorist before, but actually it's stupid because it's not a conspiracy. There's like political people who are trying to lower the age of consent, and there's a lot of people on YouTube. I forget what they're like, social channels that just talk about like cultural issues or whatever, that like talk about how they believe that having sex with kids is okay. And I don't know, like, I
haven't heard anything like that, but that's scary to consider.
Yeah, well, then a movie. So I'm not gonna tell, like, okay. So as always, I cannot tell you what the movie is gonna be about explicit, like how it's gonna go, okay, because it's just a trailer. But the trailer seems to be pointing in a direction that creates a question in my mind. Is the trailer going to go the way of telling us that this is a sympathetic story? If the movie isn't going to go that way, then the trailer failed, because the trailer shouldn't be telling us that. You know what I'm saying? If the movie is going to go that way, then the trailer succeeded in showing us that, but then the movie's a piece of crap movie. So
Doesn't the trailer kind of contradict itself anyway? Like, it's like, we're going to make you think one thing, but then really you're going to question everything that we made you, set you up to think.
So my point is that The only way that I could see that going, though, is making you think, telling you this terrible story about all this bad manipulation that this woman did, and then we're going to show you how actually it was a loving relationship between a 12-year-old boy and a 36-year-old teacher.
And then maybe as this kid is an adult, he's questioning, you know, the whole scenario and what he went through, and what his life has been like.
Yeah,
and
I'm just.
Part, I feel like intrigued, and that I would watch it.
Yeah,
to
sure.
See how the psychology unfolds.
I'm just saying that again. If it were about a man who went around raping women, for any part of any media surrounding that movie to be sympathetic towards that man, it would be ripped apart. But because this is about a 36-year-old female teacher having sex with a 13-year-old boy, it's okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're interested. I know this video has gone really long, but this is I'm really glad to be able to talk about this like this. Okay, but so this video has gone on a long time. I think it could. The acting and everything is obviously going to be good. Julianne Moore, Natalie Portman. It would be something that I personally would actually watch, so that way I can find out if those things are true. But I'm going to tell you, I don't foresee myself really being exactly happy with where this looks like it's going, or the way that it doesn't seem like they're going to exactly bring in the gravitas of child molestation. It seems like they're going to be talking about people's feelings in disregarding the fact that this is like bringing a sledgehammer to the innocence of a young child. You know, and I've watched movies where the character where it's all about characters that do terrible things, and you know, like you watch Silence of the Lambs, and the whole thing, you never sympathize with Hannibal Lecter, you just understand him. Okay? Because you always identify that he is explicitly evil. Here it seems like they're trying to make us sympathize instead of just understand. I believe that you'll gain some understanding, but I think it'll also be trying to make you sympathize, and I don't like that. Basically, that's the whole idea. Let's see do you have any more comment? Otherwise, we'll go to comments.
No.
Okay.
I pick that one apart. Now we just got to see the movie, see how that turns out.
Yeah. Let's check it out. The comment section here. Okay, I feel I haven't seen Natalie Portman in a good leading role in quite some time. So I'm excited for this movie. Goosebumps. This is going to be a great movie. So as my wife Ellie always says, a lot of these first ones are always going to be positive. So let's check out... Wait, what is this? Okay. Let's check out some of the later ones. Obviously, this is taken from the Mary Kay Letourneau story. Man, this video is going really long. I just want to see... Yeah, I think this was the woman. She had sex with this guy. And then...
Okay.
Yeah. She was really famous. I've seen another movie with her. I had no idea the real-life Mary Kay died 3 years ago from cancer. Her oldest child is now 26. The movie tries to make the audience hate Julianne Moore's character, but in the end, I think it's Natalie Portman's character who's the weirdo.
Yeah, it seems like she's kind of a weirdo. That's what I was thinking, like the psychological kind of thriller part, like... She turns into this weird character, it looks like. Yeah, she's trying to be emulate the actual person. But the thing is that this movie tries. I'm imagining he means to say the trailer. I'm going to read one more because we've got to move forward. People criticize Netflix for ruining and destroying middle ground movies. These movies aren't $100 million to make. They are low budget. Studios would make these movies simply for the art of making movies. But this is a section of movies that Netflix has found brings in a certain demographic, women between 18 and 50. That demo is who this movie was made for. Yeah, 1 second. Here we go. I don't think this movie is upholding the double standard that these crimes are granted. I think it's examining it and calling it BS. Okay, doesn't seem to be framing it as positive. I kind of disagree with that. Okay, I think it frames the characters, the people who did it, as sympathetic. Rather that we examined with any detail. She's a predator and he is still a victim. The summer after 6th grade. Woof. See, this is my point. I actually disagree with this. I think that it's framing her as sympathetic because he actually
loves her, whatever kind of relationship that they actually have, you know. So that's where I'm like, I don't know. Listen, we've spent the whole first segment on just this trailer, and I'm happy to have done that because of the controversial topic that it is. But I'm going to put us to intermission, and we're going to come back. We're going to come back after the ad here. So, anything else you want to say before we go to the next one?
Check out the movie. Leave some comments here when you're done with it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments section over on YouTube if the movie's good, if it's bad, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go to intermission, and we're going to come back, and we'll see you guys after these short messages. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.